get one of these. Power. And then you're going to filter those. Ooh, there's super transport belts and extreme transport belts. There we go. Give me transport belts. Oh. Okay, save the game. Save often. Yes! The factory is starting to come back together. In fact, it already looks like it's coming back together. It's just not quite there yet. This needs some repairs. Oh, it feels so good. Okay, if anybody has any questions, comments, or just wants to kick the dog, please let me know in the chat. Please let me know that chat is working, because people are saying, or were saying, that chat is not working properly or something. And I don't really like dealing with chat that's broken, I have to say. Ooh, look at that. Yes. Kick a dog. I don't have any dogs to kick. Although I could go find some. Let's go find some dogs to kick. Chat's fine. Chat's just quiet. I think I parked my car up here. So it's steel chest. Let's drop off some of this coal. Also what you're holding. Except the stack. Oops. There we go. Get in here. Let's go kick a dog. Oh. I may need more bullets. Quick 5 bullets. I need some steel. Go get some steel for my bullets. Wait, where's my steel production at now? I need steel for my bullets, dang it. Would you be up here? You would be. Here, give me that. And you got any iron in here? Get some steel. That works too. But no. Oh, that's my steel. Oh. Okay, well, there's 40 steel. That'll be enough bullets for now. Okay, save the game. Let's go smack some dogs. Chat is lurking. Chat is just watching. It's not quite as fun if I don't interact with the chat. I understand that you're watching, but I would like to talk to people while I'm doing this. It's just not the same if I, well, if I do this kind of thing. Oop. There's a fighter base that's down here. This is protected by a bunch of lasers. And there's a big pile of copper here. But I still want to kick the dog. Yeah. Or shoot the dog. Does that count? Is kicking the dog? There's a lot of dogs here. Yep. Worms. There you go. Shoot the dogs. Does that count? So I can throw grenades at them if that doesn't count. Oh, my car is being attacked. Oh no. Alright. Well, there goes them dogs. Pick up the alien juice. Lurking is fun, you say. Ow. I must have run something over. Kill the... Oh, I ran something else over. There's a worm there. Kill the worm. Kill the base. Yep, I might have run over the worm. I might not have. There's an elder biter over there. My car's almost dead. Go out for one stop out in the world and everything dies. Plus everything kills my car. Or at least everything dies in the process. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take on that with my broken car. Are there any more dogs I can hit? That, probably not. Whoops. Oh, crud. Yep. Done goofed. Run away. Run this way. There's a dog nest. Whack. Whoops. Oh, crud. I just wrecked my car on the thing. Okay, we gotta get away from here. And and I've got fighters incoming. Can't touch me! I have a shotgun! Oh, crap. No, I said don't touch me! That was a bad choice. Never go out at night. I should really get night vision for nighttime things. Let's just leave that alone for now. Oh. Pollution looks fine. Pollution hasn't really gone outside the confines of where I defined my base before. A dog bit me. A dog bit me to death! Ow. I have to say that I don't think I'm quite into Factorio today anymore. I think I've played it enough, which is kind of silly. Go on for long streams and no, I'm just had enough of Factorio. Sorry, I think I'm just gonna end the stream here. Anything before I go that anybody wants to talk about? What's my walls doing? So many walls. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a giant thing of walls before I leave. Giant walled area from here to that way. That way I know when they're coming. How's the game? The game... That's actually what is making me want to go away. I was working on some of the I guess you'd call it the secondary designs for it. The point where... Well... There's a point when you have enough for the initial design to where you can start building it. And you could start, but it's better if you can get some of the designs after that so you know where you want to go. So you can start building some of those into the game or the code if you want to go there. You don't have to go there, but you just code with that in mind. You maybe... So you don't have to rewrite everything later, I suppose. I was working on... Well, here, let me explain the game. What you're going to do is you're going to be a person. You're going to run around the world like this. You're going to have minions. And the minions are going to go... like, help you build, help you mine, help you gather resources, progress, and the main way you're going to progress is with the minions themselves. And the minions are going to have different capabilities, depending on the type. I want some slimes in there that I'm just like, I am the master of slimes! Hold up your hands and they all start trying to bow to you, but since they can't bow, they just kind of flop on the ground. And one of the things I want to do is I want to put some problems in the world. I don't want to have you fighting like other factions or other things. I want the other factions to mostly be friendly, unless you really have a problem with them, and then they come and try and kill you. Because if you try and kill them, then, well, they're going to try and kill you back. However, if you don't try and kill them, maybe you can interact with them, trade with them, eat their garbage if you've got a garbage disposable, things like that. And what's going to happen is you're probably not going to want to wage war on somebody because the environment is not going to be friendly. Today it happens to be raining, tomorrow it's raining and the entire ground is covered in water. The next day, the mountain decided to fall away, so you have a giant mudslide, and it's not water anymore, it's all mud. And, well, if you've got slimes, they may end up ballooning themselves up to too big of a size because they've been absorbing all the water, and then they just go. So they need to adapt. So they absorb some mud, make their skin thicker, and then all of a sudden you have slimes that can act as water barricades. And, you know, the player may not like being in water too much, but they won't have the same problems. You might have problems with hypothermia or with the control over your slimes being clouded while you're in water, but you aren't just going to die by jumping into it unless you sit there for a while. Garbage nom simulator. Basically, when I was coming up with the design, I wanted a way to have the game not be based on violence like a lot of games are, but something else. Like Factorio is based on building a factory, and there may be fights involving dogs and things in the world, but it's not really, I'm going to go kill everybody the entire time. No, I'm going to build a factory. Here I want to have you deal with the weather. Have you deal with the... Not so much on all natural disasters, like earthquakes. The tornadoes might be fun. Hey, you need to shore up your place against a tornado. Your entire place is made out of wood? Well, you've got a problem. Go dig underground. I'm not sure if there's going to be an underground. I kind of like the way that Factorio does its style here. But I kind of want a 3D world. I definitely don't want a side one for this. That just wouldn't work with what I want to do. With the water flooding, it'd have to come upwards, and you'd want to put a whole bunch of things around you, and if you're just going to put one on the side, it doesn't matter as much. Plague Dwarf Fortress. There's never any violence there. Never. I haven't decided if the slimes are the only kind of minions that I want. Like, maybe I want some creatures or some plants, or maybe something more ephemeral. Something less... You have a wisp. You have clouds. The clouds are going to need to have the constant air pressure and the right environment, and you might need to recharge them with electricity every so often and give them water so they stay cloudy. I do have some stuff up and running again, static. Dang it, people are coming in right when I want to end the stream and go work on the design for my game some more. I should probably stream later in the day then, for there's all these people coming in right about now. So let's see, what other parts of it are there? Let me pull up the thing. I've just got things running right now. Ilari. I have some minion breeding in here too. You might breed... This minion is got a hat, and this other one has a spear. You breed them together, and you get a triangle out of it. You don't know where the triangle came from. It's not a hat or a spear, and it's certainly not part of their bodies, but it's got a triangle. Let's see. There's crystals. I wanted something... Basically, I don't want the camera stuck on the player all the time, but I do want it to be stuck on there most of the time. I wanted a way to let you move around without making you feel like God. God perspective is... Well, there's plenty of games that have God perspectives for this kind of thing. No, I'd rather let you move around the camera by focusing your spirit into a crystal ball, or maybe projecting your spirit over that way. Because you've got spirit powers, and they only let you look around. Yes. Whoop. And that's done. Do that thing. I also kind of want to take a gem and put it inside a slime and make them more intelligent, or give them special shapes or specific adaptations to the world, or whatever you want to do. Like, you're in the middle of summer and your slimes are all dehydrated and they're all floppy because they are out of water. You go and stick a fire crystal in them and then suddenly they grow scales. They become dragon slimes. Spirit powers are the bomb. Dragon Ball Z references abound. Okay, what else is in here at the moment? The one thing that I'm missing... Hang on, I'm gonna take a break instead of quitting. I'll be back in a moment. Do I have the torch? Do I have the torch? Yes, here's the torch. Here's what's left of my factory. I will be back in a moment. Can't see his base. Torch is too bright. Okay. I haven't decided on all of the mechanics in the game yet. Some of this needs prototyped. And I want the minions to be more personal than just, I'm gonna pull up 50 units and send them all off to die. Oh, I have 50 more. Let's replace them. No. I want something... I guess I want something like Dwarf Fortress Dwarves, where they have thoughts and feelings and they have their own personal tendencies. But I want to have some control over them. I want to be able to tell them to do things and actually be in the world and be like, I have the power, go over there. And some of the less directly controlled means, like maybe you capture people and you turn them into slaves. As terrible as that sounds, you could make them into your own minions, and maybe they have, they can rebel against you, or they can organize a mutiny, or maybe they can learn how to do some things better and some things not so good. But the one thing missing from the design right now, and the reason I haven't gotten started on the game, is I'm missing an overriding mechanic. Like with Factorio, the overriding mechanic here is ostensibly building a rocket defense, but here we're researching and we're progressing like that. I need some way of giving the player a goal, other than, hey, the weather's coming, protect your base. You do that too much, and, well, I don't mind doing it too much, but I need something for them to do maybe on a sunny or a cloudy day. Maybe. Slaves are not cool. Better to call them maids or minions. It would be interesting to put in some moral quandaries in the game. Put in something where, well, you don't need that many of these, do you? Yeah, no. Put in something where you're not playing a human, or maybe you're playing something that sort of looks like a human with non-human minions, and then humans come along, and what do you do with them? They might go back to their own country and then bring an army with them because you're strange. Hey look, you've got wings and horns and a tail. You look like a demon. You're the demon! And they're going on the Holy Crusade to kill all demons in the world. So what do you do with the people then? Do you let them go? Do you kill them? Really, that's the problem. I don't know if I want to do that a lot. Dwarf Fortress, its progression and its goals seem to be digging deeper. We're supposed to constantly try to manage your minions and just dig into the ground. I guess I want to give people something to do beyond just managing minions. It wouldn't be so much of a game if you just like, hey, yeah, I'm doing things, stuff. There needs to be a failure state of some kind other than everybody just dies. Your entire base goes, ah! And even then you might be able to restart with just yourself where you started from. You did just fail because your entire everything is now gone. But this almost sounds like it could turn bad. Monster Girls ahoy. I am not opposed to letting you make your player avatar a monster girl, but I am not going to turn all of the plants into monster girls too. If I decide that plants are minions, they're going to be things like trees and bushes and vines. They're not going to be Tree Girl and Vine Girl and Bush Girl. Because then we go to Sex Girl and more Sex Girl and all the nasty fan art. And the good fan art. And the, well, it could be nasty and good. If you know what I mean. But no, seriously. That's not what I want out of the game. I could put in some specific minions named maids. Your minions are not slimes. They are now little people that do all your things. And you're going to make a castle You're gonna make a mansion, and all the maids have to clean the mansion, because that's what maids do. Maybe start the player out small, have minions you rule over and expand ruling over a settlement, humans, and grow into a full kingdom. So as you get more minions, but I want the minions to be personal. Maybe only some of them should be personal. Time for all the fan art. I need 2 of these. Need some more steel. As much as I like fan art, I do not want to be making fetish fuel for the fan art. I realize that the anthropomorphized Death Star is a nice thing, but I don't want to make an entire game of anthropomorphized Death Stars. I need 15 more steel plates. Give me more steel. So that's the piece missing. What do you do as an end goal? In Factorio, that end goal is pretty simple. You build a factory so you can research, so you can make a big factory. But you have to expand the factory. That's really how it goes. You're building a factory, and that's all you do with it. But just dealing with the weather, reacting to the environment as it comes along, and then maybe being able to deal with that is not enough for me. Okay, would you be there? Yes, you would. Make me oil. Do the oil processing. It will happen. You brought this about. Oh, the fan art will be awesome. Well, I don't mind people doing their fan art things if they're gonna do that. What, I just don't want to give them something easy to go with, I suppose. Something that's just gonna... It'd be too easy if I made that sort of thing. Need 6 pump jacks. Need some more steel for that. And there is the problem. It would just be too easy, wouldn't it? End goal nuke. But I don't want to make it based on violence. I want to make it based on... I don't know about the management of everything. I don't... I would like to be creative with it. Well, that's my problem. I am open to suggestions on this. For a perfect example, let's say you have Factorio, but instead of just building the factory, you have minions. And then you have to deal with the weather. So... Actually, that's not a perfect example. It's a poor example. As if it isn't already easy. Non-violent ending. Do we throw in a story? You're looking for your long-lost sister, and you don't know where she's at. So you decide to summon some minions, but the minions aren't what you expected. So you have to take care of them, and you have to try and treat them nice. Then you have to take them out into the world, and... You could put exploration as the next thing. I'm going to set up my little base over here, and we're going to go look around for her, look for clues, talk to the natives, sometimes eat the natives, because deer are quite tasty. It's always easy. Just look up fan art for Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. I am aware that it is easy to make fan art. I don't want to give people too many ideas with that, though. Look for the anti-life equation. And I guess just let me think about this for a moment. You want more roguelike. I don't know if roguelike would be the best idea there. It would be interesting. I wouldn't want something where you would have to start over. Like if you die, I think the downside to dying would be that your minions would die. Your minions would probably die and then you've got a problem. Like maybe you start with the hero, the main character, but you can't improve them. The only thing you can do is to improve your minions. Like here, best thing I can do, put on more armor. Maybe I can put on more armor, but maybe the minions can wear armor too, so you also need to improve them at the same time. No, stop that! Give me that! Oh, crud. Okay, fine. You can go back in there and I will just laugh. Give me that back. Take this over here. Or maybe I should have you come down here and attach to there. Batteries. There we go. Batteries on one side, red circuits on the other. And then the other parts are steel and these inserters, which I can make from the other side. Oh well. Can I pick these up? Batteries. Nope. Gotta go put some of these transport belts away. Different heroes with different strengths and weaknesses. I would like progression somehow, but I wouldn't like, I guess I wouldn't like a leveling system. I don't want to make this into an RPG. As weird as that sounds, I want to make a game where you go progress and explore, but not an RPG. Are you daft? This idea for a game starting to remind you of something? It might. I've played a lot of games, and some of this sounds vaguely familiar to some games that I've played before. But mostly it's, I want to mix Factorio, Dwarf Fortress, and throw in some lovely weather. And by lovely, I mean it's going to kill you, weather. The lovely kind, from the game development standpoint. Yeah, that's lovely, right? Just death and destruction is lovely weather. RimWorld is not something I've played before. This is doing a lot of nothing here. Let's pick up all this. I'll have to get some copper down here some way, but I'm gonna take this for myself. Do I have setup instructions for getting a mod set up like mine? That would probably be best asked in the Tinker's Construct IRC channel. I never set up my mod environment like anybody else did. I always had it in some really strange ways. And, well, I just go ask somebody else. It worked for me. I have a photographic memory. It would not work for other people. Mine was based on the fact that I could find anything I needed, and I needed to do it to be organized in such a way that all of it was accessible as easily as possible, not organized well. Which is not something everybody can deal with. New iron chest. Give me that thing. Autosave. Worst possible time. Is the fan art about the game he wants to create? Yes. Yes, it is. You were making batteries before, and you're just low on materials, aren't you? Yeah, that's fine. I have gotten a lot of interest about my game. Every time I start describing it to people, I guess it's not a game that they've played before, but it sounds interesting, so people want to play it. Do you hear a camera click sound in my head when I memorize something? It's closer to a digital silent camera, where I remember everything more or less as it is, and my memory doesn't fade with time, and I can remember anything that I want to, but it's in picture or video form. I remember seeing it. Even if I read about it, I remember... If it's a fiction book, then I translate the words into, like, I guess something close to a video with the sound and the sight, and if it's a book, there's probably other feelings like touch, and actually do touch in your head, and that's what I remember. I don't really remember the words, which gets funny. Make your own pack, the crafty game. I will get to my game once I'm good and ready. I'm just missing the last part of it right now. The end goal, there's something to work towards. With Tinker's Construct, I always knew what the end goal was, and that was to make the best tools, and you needed a wide platform for that. You always had somewhere to go after you started. But here, I don't know where to go. I just start and throw somebody into the world and say, here, you have to do things. And I'm not sure what to do with it yet. You've heard of a similar game, huh? What is the similar game? I like looking at games to see what is good and what is bad, just so I can see what to do about it. If there's a similar game, then I would like to hear about it so I can see at least what not to do. Your goal is to get the best equipment. Well, the problem with that is then you need to have somewhere to use the best equipment. You could have a big dungeon full of traps. Your goal is to go dungeon diving, looking for loot, and see if you can find anything about your long-lost cousin. Because they also went dungeon diving, and you're just following in their footsteps. In concept, it sounds like Overlord. Overlord. Random monsters or a siege makes it more based on... Well, it's really easy to give, something to do if you have to conquer your enemy, and I don't want to do that. Overlord is a third-person action-adventure game developed by Triumph Studios and published by Codemasters for the Xbox 360, Microsoft Windows, and costs $5. Okay, I'll go play that later to see if it does what I want it to do. A lot of people use getting adamantium weapons and plate in Dwarf Fortress as endgame. I guess if I just make enough things for people to do, then it doesn't really matter what the endgame is. I'm having problems with the process. Like, the process in Factorio is the reward out of the game. You don't really want to get anywhere, you just want to do it. And just surviving and trying to fight off the weather, unless I make it terrible, like today it's snowing and tomorrow it's a drought and fire and brimstone, and the next day it's nice. And the day after that, the volcano erupts. Have you constantly battling against environments like that? That could get really interesting, actually. I'm not sure what exactly I'm doing down here. Doing things. I have to be honest. I do a lot of things like this. This could go this way, and this could go that way, and is this good? Does this fit? You have to try and look at every angle from it, and everywhere it might fit, but it might not, and eventually you just have to pick something. Weather mod for Factorio could be interesting. Could be, yes. 2 pump jacks. I need some more steel plates. Here, give me that, and I will dump in more iron so I can get more steel out of you. If you weren't doing something, I'd be worried. Okay, you're worried. Sorry about that. I'm thinking, and generally I don't do this on the stream because there's long periods of, I'm going to be quiet now. Maybe cosplayer actions make certain things more or less likely. Like, it would be easy if there's a magic system, cause potential negative effects or something. You are trying to open a portal to the gods because you happen to like, well, maybe you're trying to get off the planet. You're trying to get off the planet! But to do that, you need to go gather a bunch of crystals and then charge it up and then... But to do that, you need to go make your minions and they need to go mine, look for the right kind of things, and the more you mine, the more unstable the world gets. You have to shore up your defenses against the snow and the ice, and maybe you have to go exploring outwards, and you need to go find different areas on the planet. You have to move sometimes. Sometimes the world just says, screw you, I'm going to wreck everything. Is there a hunger system? I don't know yet. Maybe. If you're going to take care of a character, if you do a hunger system with minions, then you have to feed all the minions, which gets managing. You're trying to overthrow the gods and rule the world. We don't need no gods. I just summon up the Kraken and kill everybody myself. How many of these do I need? 5. One more, please. There we go. Make some pipes. I'll come up with something. I will probably start building something in the near future. Oh, I needed one more! No! Oh, forget it. Just go. Put the things back on here. Gotta put that there. The player's in the way. Need the pipes back. Plot choice: kill gods to rule or kill gods to end their oppressive reign. As a thought, would you create or breed minions? That's something I've been getting some consideration to as well. Maybe both. Maybe you gotta start with something, so you might go find them, and then you need more of them. Your minions today are going to be plants. I'm going to magically animate this bush, and hey bush, go mine for me. The bush doesn't move. It might be magically animated, but you have to go get more bushes. You need to breed bushes that can pick up their roots and move. I do not want anything like settling out of them. I would rather the minions that you have are under your control or are not friendly towards you. Is this something about having dwarves walk into your town and say, "Hi, I'm gonna live here now," and then they're gonna do things? It just doesn't appeal to me. Really. I want to fight for my minions. There we go. Got all of these running. No more pump jack. No more pump jacks. Nope. Do I? No, I've got 2 more. Okay. And there's 3 that we're missing. I do know I missed an oil patch. I don't need much oil, I don't think. These are pretty close to full. And you may or may not be running. You need the heavy oil out of here. Pipe. Witchery hobgoblins, harvesting oreberry bushes. Mog and Glut visit your village to get back the worshippers you took. Alright, got that going. You're supposed to go over here. And I don't think you were connected to anything. You might need to be connected there. Looks like there was more of these chemical plants. Are you actually doing something? Yeah, you are. Oh, check that out. They're actually doing something. Sulfuric acid is being made. Sulfuric acid is going to be redirected, but are you going to actually start making batteries for me? Maybe. Let's go check it. Wait, where does that go? That goes up there. Oh. Sulfur and iron. Sulfur? And then sulfuric acid. No, it's just full. Okay, what do you need? You need iron. Of course, never mind. Okay, well, I am going to end the stream now. I need some time to think, and I can tell you all about it tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, I'll tell you about it tomorrow, what I came up with. I think I'm going to stream later in the day, too. More people came in late into the stream, and, well, I only stream for a few hours at a time. So let's just leave it at that. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you again next time.